Okay, so in this video, I'm basically just going to go into the stereotype. Y'all know about coffee and sapphire and all of that old kind of stuff. So, with me having shot a gun, there was all kinds of black men coming out the woodworks to try to, like handle me like I was some sort of stereotype. And then you got the loud ghetto baby mama. They tried to portray me as that as well. Suddenly all these black men came out the woodworks when he was abusing me. My white baby daddy was abusing me, but they came out the woodworks to make me out to be loud baby mama and all of this old kind of stuff. And now I'm pretty much falling into the Jezebel stereotype, being that I have to get all dressed up every day and things like that, just so people won't leave me outside on the streets crying out for help and trying to tell my story. And then you have the stereotype of the black hooker, where you will try to paint a mother who was in the house raising her child as a black hooker. And I never ran the streets or went clubbing or did any of those type of things. They wanted to take advantage of me. And all these black women came out the woodworks because the white covens went and told them that a black woman hurt a white man, and they came out to do voodoo on me in the cell and had continued to do voodoo on me for their white masters, because in this coven they basically worship white people. And black women now all over America are doing voodoo because they did research and found out they was doing voodoo in parts of Africa and in Haiti. But if you look at a lot of those societies, God is really cursing those societies when you see what's all really happening. And black women been looking for so many different forms of identity from being oppressed and abused in America, that they started to feel like witchcraft and voodoo was actually our true religion, and it's not. It stems from slavery. Jesus Christ is the black Messiah. He is the Messiah of all mankind. But because the white man gave us the Bible and we don't really understand the Hebrew text, a lot of black people start to believe that Christianity was founded by white people. And I even started to believe it until Jesus Christ came in the cell while they was back there trying to do witchcraft and voodoo on me for the white people. And this is why I called out the celebrity women that I called out, because they doing witchcraft and they doing voodoo, and they was the first ones coming trying to clout chase and try to hurt me for some white folks, and then come out and then try to act like they standing up for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and stuff like that. And I'm like, y'all cooning ass black women don't give a fuck about no motherfucking body. So stop fucking lying at all these goddamn movements like you care, because y'all came out the woodworks trying to kill me and do fucking witchcraft for them white folk. And they knew the white man was abusing me, and they knew I was pregnant, and they was trying to punch me all in the belly. They was trying to do everything. And that's why I'm exposing the Order of Eastern Stars, because a lot of these women are Eastern Stars, and you'll see a lot of black women trying to get their daughters and their sons in the Black Freemason and Eastern Star organizations, but they won't tell you that they stem from white organizations. These black women is copying everything that the white organizations is doing. The Black Freemasons is copying everything that the white Freemasons is doing. And if you do your research, you will find out that all of this is on Satanism. They be doing magic, and they got all sorts of rituals and stuff. And it's some people who actually did join these organizations, and people who tried to join these organizations that stopped because they was like, once they figured out what was really going on, they didn't want to be a part of it, because they keep a lot of stuff held in secret. And black women have been doing this for a very long time. They've been joining these organizations, and that's been making a lot of black people feel like, oh, when I grow up, I want to be like that. I want to join that organization because my mother was in it, or my grandmother was in it, or my grandfather was in it, having the lack of knowledge. And God said, my people shall perish for lack of knowledge, because you following up behind a whole bunch of witches, thinking that because they run America and they got money, that's what you want for your future, and you do not understand what their demise is going to be. A lot of these people already know that they going to hell, and they try to hold a lot of positions in the church to basically keep people mind covered up to the fact that these people know that they serving Satan. So that's why they want to be the pastor and the deacon and all of that stuff, because they're going to keep you from the Most High, and they're going to keep you from really understanding the scripture, and they're going to keep you from really understanding the state that black people is in right now. This stuff goes back for a long time, and you got to ask yourself, if being an Eastern Star was so good for black people, then why are black people still going through what black people is going through? And the only ones that's doing good is the ones who've been selling us out, and whose families have been selling out the other blacks for a long time. And y'all got to understand that we come from tribes all over the world. We come from tribes, and the black people who are joining into this Freemasonry, they are basically giving up their bloodline, and they showing their allegiance to white supremacy, and they are all selling out the tribes of the people. So they want to go through the entire earth and mislead people to trust white people all over the world, knowing what these white people is going to try to do once they infiltrate.